Today we have with us RB Sreekumar, 1971 batch IPS officer who was posted in Gujarat during 2002 Gujarat massacre. He is known for his strong actions, various affidavits that he filed with the investigation agencies and Nanavati Shah Commission for irregularities and illegal actions taken by the administration, the police during 2002 Gujarat massacre. Today once again he is in news as High Court of Gujarat has paved a path clearing the government to take actions against him, and he is moving to Supreme Court for it. He speaks to newsclick and communalism combat on the same issue. Hey, welcome to our program, sir. Before coming to the further points, can you describe what happened in 2002? What were the various incidents that took place after, to be precise, 27 to 2002 in Ahmedabad in Gujarat? What was the scenario that time?
On 27th, I reached by 10 o'clock. Then DG called a meeting of, we are the number 2 level, second tier of officers in DG office. The notorious thing has happened. There's a train burning incident by 7:30 in Godhra railway station. On the spot 58 people died, etc. And then he directed me to order a total mobilization of uniform forces of SRPF. Each SRP battalion has roughly 1,100 people or something like that, except those who have taken leave for one's own marriage, his own marriage, other leaves should be cancelled, etc. That was the general instructions issued, what alert messages should be sent, etc. That was concerning other additional DGP, etc. By about 1 o'clock, it is known that the people are highly agitated, and by afternoon it is learned that the Sangh Parivar, particularly VHP, had given a call for observation of Gujarat-wide Bandh in protest against the killing of Ram Bhaktas, Hindus who were returning after Karseva from Ayodhya at Godhra in a premeditated fashion by Muslims of Godhra town. So, but then there was no instructions or directives from the government which we received, or we heard in the radio or television that the Hartals and Bandh had been banned by Kerala High Court, and the government is disassociating with this thing, and we are not supporting, etc. That is not there. On the other hand, by afternoon there was a broadcast from CM, Mr. Narendra Modi, that a very bad thing has happened and we will punish those responsible for these things, and also we will ensure that such things are not repeated. This is what happened.
On 7th day after you assumed charge as ADGP of Intelligence, 16/4/2002, you recommended a strong action against the inflammatory speeches made by Vishwa Hindu Parishad, leaders and allied other communal organizations. So, whom did you send this recommendation as ADGP Intelligence, and were there any responsibilities that were assigned? Were there any actions taken back?
No actions taken, don't think. This is all reflected in my numerous affidavits, 4 affidavits in service and 5 subsequently. There is a pattern. There are instructions that if there is any pamphlet being circulated, handbills, etc., or newspaper reports have appeared, which has ingredients of communal incitement, or creating enemy between 2 communities, ethnic groups, or any kind of sections of people, then it is duty of State Intelligence Bureau. I was head of the State Intelligence Bureau, appointed on 9th April 2002. Then we have to send a proposal to the Home Department with copy to Director General of Police, proposing specific action, recommending specific action under 153A Indian Penal Code and related sections against the publishers, circulators, etc., etc. No action has been taken, and probably I must have sent not only the 16th report was the first one. There are some of the reports received from the field officers like Superintendent of Police of Bhavanagar District, Mr. Rahul Sharma. So these reports were also forwarded with a strong recommendation, but no subsequent action was taken.
I would like to go back a little. Despite various actions that the police officials like you had recommended, were there adequate steps taken after Godhra incident itself?
A real situation was that at that time Gujarat had 30 police administrative units, which is slightly different from the railway administrative units, even though these are all co-terminus with the railway units. 4 commissioners of police, 4 commissioners, that is in the order of priority of by population: Ahmedabad city, Surat city, Vadodara city and Rajkot city. Then 26 districts. Of this, one district is actually district of the Western Railway, means the railway area running through the Gujarat, district railway district. Here, normally there is no question of directions coming from either chief minister or even up to DG, etc., etc. When such a extensive writing situation develops and intelligence is received, they have to put into operation standard operating procedure. It is just like the standard operating procedure prescribed for any kind of a crisis management. In 11 districts, it's a very interesting thing, which has been very systematically suppressed by the Sangh Parivar, Honorable Prime Minister's party, BJP, he himself, etc., that there was a spontaneous, on the spot, natural reaction of the Hindu community against the people who were responsible for killing the hapless and helpless Ram Bhaktas at railway station on 27th morning. That was not the case. In 11 districts, there were 0 killings. There were very strange incidents, because in all these places, standard operating procedure in the form of preventive arrest, then initiation of the action against the people who are known for their communal affiliations, communal incitement tendency, etc., etc. And thirdly, positioning people in the important sensitive areas, and so many such measures are there. Wherever such measures were taken, there was no rioting, nothing like that. Whereas in some other places, there is a category of about 8 districts, 2 commissioners and other, let us say, 6 districts. There were minor incidents leading to the death of let us say 1 to 7 people. For example, Surat had an effective job, and in 11 districts where deliberately the police officers, district magistrates and officers from the level of SHO, that is sub inspectors to superintendent of police, deliberately avoided implementation of standard operating procedure. There only riot had taken place, because all these people acted like the facilitators of rioting.
After 16/4/2002, when you had first filed your confidential report, yes, you also after that filed 4 confidential reports to your senior officials. To be precise, on 24/4/2002, 15/6/2002, 20th/8/2002 and 20th/8/2002. So what was the significance of these reports which you had filed?
So when I took over, I called the papers from the communal rights branches there. There was no reports incriminating against the Sangh Parivar, role of Sangh Parivar, etc., etc. Whereas on files from the fields, we had received reports about the role of these people in planning and execution of riots. When I checked with the branches, I was told that my predecessor never wanted to send a report, one thing. And then how can we suppress this thing? That when I said, sir, these are our instructions, then I said, you send all these things, compile it and make it in English, etc. So the report we have started sending exactly from 9th onwards. This 24th report about Ahmedabad situation was necessitated by the continuing then persistent violence in Ahmedabad city. In certain pockets, Muslims were in a state of belligerency. So the analytical report on the persistent violence in Ahmedabad city with curative measures. This was a report, maybe 8 or 9 pages report, which BBC has described as the Magna Carta of the riots situation. So many interviews were done. This has really shocked them, etc., etc. Then I said that these things are bad because Muslim community, the victim community, had lost faith in the criminal justice system. There is a prevailing prejudice against Muslim community. Their complaints were not recorded properly. When they were going to file complaints, instead of recording complaints in their language and their version, the inspectors themselves used to volunteer and register cases, and 6, 7, 8, 9 incidents taking place in different areas. These had been clubbed into a single incident, and the persons who were identified by the victims of the riots and witnesses, their names were not identified, and numerous these things. And then very rarely these Hindu accused were arrested. Whenever they were arrested also, they were not taken on remand for recovering weapons of offence, weapons of killing offence, and also property looted. It's almost some 150 crores rupees worth of property of this Muslims were looted, but on exactly 28th and first 2-3 days. And then nearly 600 Muslim monuments. Of that, about 100 Muslim monuments were from the days of Ahmad Shah, who founder of the Ahmedabad city. That is 16th century. These monuments were destroyed. After that, about 20-25 were archaeologically Survey of India protected monuments. This situation I have narrated, and I explained the whole thing. I said that I suggested curative measures. I said that this thing, VHP office bearers and office bearers of Sangh Parivar were appointed as special public prosecutors for presenting cases against the Hindu accused. All this should be changed, and the cutting at the level, that is inspectors in charge of the police stations, they should be immediately shifted. From commissioner downwards, all executive line officers from Ahmedabad city should be shifted, and measures like freely recording the affairs of the accused people should be done, and then they should be arrested, and the people who were arrested, they should not be bailed out. The situation at that time what was very funny, in the sense that Hindu accused responsible for killing of the Muslims, all of them were bailed out. One reason was that there was nobody who was effectively appealing against the bail. They were not taken on remand, etc. Whereas those accused arrested for some stray anti-Hindu incidents, they were not released, and no accused arrested in connection with the Godhra train fire incident was released till the Sessions Court has issued its verdict. Some of them were convicted, etc. This situation I reported, and no curative actions were taken. Then, secondly, nor did they ask my explanation who you have reported, what are your sources, give us clarification. That is their duty.
Can you throw some light on these illegal requirements or the actions that were asked from you to be taken by your seniors and by the administration, and what were such various illegal actions that were taken by your seniors itself in not preventing the riots that were taking place?
There was so many illegal audits were coming in most of these review meetings. It was a very funny situation in which review meetings will be held by the Chief Secretary. First DGP, then Additional Chief Secretary and CM will summon us. Then there will be discussions. No minutes will be kept. No instructions will be recorded. And mostly illegal instructions were given. Mr. Shah initially was sending contingents of army as per the police instructions or police guidance. When the mischief done by the police in connivance with the rioters was that whenever there was a trouble in North Ahmedabad area city, they will direct these people in Central Ahmedabad. So subsequently, Mr. Shah could get some contact, or people develop contact with these people. That is the advantage of India's open communication system. He that sir, there was trouble in X place. Why your army is moving in Y place? So then he started independently responding and sent forces. This had actually subverted the plans of Sangh Parivar to suppress Muslim population in certain pockets. This annoyed them, and they wanted to get Shah shifted. So only way is to get some intelligence reports which nobody will question, which I came to know afterwards, and then I'm told they appointed a new liaison officer from IPS to keep in contact with Shah, and he has given such false reports. For him, for that purpose, he was rewarded, and he is made a member of the UN Gujarat Human Rights Commission even after retirement. So this is and in the third or fourth meeting, CM said that I have information that Congress is behind the communal rights, which is going on in certain pockets. And also Congress is instigating people to spoil the planned examination. SSC examination was planned. That was the procedure that time to hold SSC examination, etc. I have no such information. Then the sycophants are more funny and difficult to deal with than CM himself. He says, Mr. Sreekumar, CM bolte hain na, aap karo na. मैंने कहा I don't understand. I have no information. I suo moto. How can I give report? I will not give report. Then interestingly, this is written in my register also. CM said that jane do, java do. In Gujarat, java do means jane do. So he did not insist upon that.
If I'm right, it's the conscience register that you are talking about.
You call it as a journalistic fashion, conscience register. I call it a semi-official register. It is more an aid to memory. So then somebody asks questions. Such illegal orders were known to be issued. What happened? What was your response? So I will have an aid to memory to explain. This is exactly what purpose. And I never wanted to present it to government, etc. But since government subsequently harassed me and superseded me, I was constrained and forced to present this to the judiciary for getting my grievances redressed.